Magic. I'd like to do a little bit of a Share Factory tutorial for you guys. A lot of people have been watching my videos and asking me, hey, how did you do these? Um, we're gonna go through this. It's a pretty quick process. It's really kind of more you guys getting in and hitting the Share Factory and learning the buttons for yourself. But I'll show you kind of my quick process of getting these done because people are like, wow, you put together a video and all that stuff is content from last night. Yeah, that's kind of the idea is to get it in and out as quick as possible. So here we're at the Share Factory. You go right in. I have a whole bunch of projects, my projects, last project, my gallery. But what we'll do for this one is we'll start right from scratch. We'll hit new project. So you can go into the PlayStation Store and find the themes. Um, the great thing about Ghost Recon Wildlands is that it does have its own set of themes and intros, outros, and stuff like that. So I'll select that right now. We've got some intros. Here's a look at one of the intros. Okay, so there's one. There's some other things in here that you can use. I don't particularly use them, um, but I've got a whole bunch of clips today that we'll just go through and make a quick video so you guys can check it out. Um, I got down here is my 18-second intro. We'll look at it real quick. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use in this specific video. So you just hit X and you can go through and select the ones that you want. So here it is, that one right there. We'll just find one of these videos. I think this one should work pretty well because it's 2 minutes. It'll allow me to do some trimming and editing. Okay, so once you have everything selected that you want, hit square for start project. You can rename the project to whatever you want it to be named. In this case, I'll just put, like G or whatever, just for purposes. Uh, Here we go. Continue. Okay, so now we're into the Share Factory. It's loading all the videos that we had. You can see the very first intro that I showed you. I put that in. Here's my signature intro. The video clip that we're going to mess with, you can see it's like super long, and we don't want it to be that long because we're trying to get as much content into one video as possible. And then the outro, and then the Share Factory. I like having the Share Factory thing, and just the intros, outros, and Share Factory. I think it looks really professional. I like that Ghost Recon has this. I wish Siege did because I love doing Siege videos too. Because it's so sweaty. That's why I don't play Siege very much anymore. We've kind of come over to this game, but okay, let's get started. So now we've got all the videos in here. We want to look at this one, right? You hit square, and you've got a ton of options here. You can use the time bender, so you can slow a video down, you can speed it up, whatever you need to do. You can do split clip. If there's time in between kills and you kind of want to cut that out, we split the clip up. I'll show you how to do that because this one's perfect because there's a ton of time between my first two kills and the last one I get. So we want to take that just the stuff in the middle out because nobody really wants to see you like run around on the top of the building, which is what this clip is me just kind of wiping a team, making people rage quit, and so we'll trim that kind of stuff out. And then there's trim clip. You can go in and actually start and stop wherever you want. We can move the clip, so if you have multiple clips, you can move it left and right, whichever you want. Try to decide what your order is. I typically try to have the best clip that I have as to be my first clip. If I got like a 1v4 or 1v3, something like that clutch, where we get the team up, I just those are the best ones to start out with, and I try to end it with something like that too. And if you decide if you get a whole bunch of clips and you put a whole bunch of them in here and you decide that one of them just doesn't really work, you can use delete clip. You can clone a clip, which is basically just copy and paste. Pan and zoom. I use the pan and zoom. If you get a good headshot or something, you can zoom into it so you can see their head as they are falling down. You can do some clip volume, editing music, and I will show you the edit music and clip volume as we go here because as some of you guys have seen in my videos, I do use some music. Lately I haven't been because I think the team has has been kind of funnier listening to everybody talk, and I'd like to have people, hear Lizard Squad, uh, and see how we talk and our call outs and stuff like that. So it's just it just depends on the clip on how I do things. Um, that's just kind of it just depends on what we're doing. Sometimes I like the music more than anything. So, and the first thing I always do, I come into the clip, right? So you can see kind of where the cursor is as it's on the screen. And I'm using the right joystick to kind of move back and forth here. You hit square, you'd be able to go into trim clip, and it shows now I can use the left one to kind of uh, go exactly where I want to start the clip. And in this case, it's almost exactly where I want it. So um, sometimes I wait until I've got the sights on the guy, and that's kind of where I want to start. And if I wanted to end it, there was the last kill, so I can pretty much like adjust the clip fully so that there's no dead space on either side of it. To confirm it, hit X, and now that clip is exactly what I just said. It's trimmed on the sides. So there was a lot of time between, as you can see, I killed the, who was that? Oh, it was the artillery guy first. I'll fast forward kind of through, get the drone there, and then the medic runs up, and I guess he just didn't know where I was. I took out a mine because the artillery guy thought he was going to mine it. You can see there's just a lot of dead space, and I'm looking around trying to figure out, where they're coming from. I can hear the guy running around underneath me, and I was kind of worried that he was going to try to come up in the building, but these were probably newer players, and they didn't really know. And you can see I'm checking the stairs. It's a really good angle. If you don't know about this one, you can have that angle. They come up. They're not really looking for you there. A lot of times you can get headshots as they're running up, or just shoot them in the back as they come up the stairs. So let's move forward here. There's the medic as he comes in. So what I want to do now is I'll go back to the beginning right after the kill. I don't have to show that part, but we'll go back to the kill, right? So I hit square here, and you can split the clip. So you hit split and confirm split right there, right? So now I've got a smaller clip in there, and you can see it's like really fast, right? He gone. He gone. If I don't do anything else, you won't even know because there's not a transition. So now I want to go to the next kill, and I'm kind of looking up in the top right to see like when the next kill happens as I'm fast forwarding. Okay, and there it was. So I want to get back to right before that kill as I realize that he's over there. And this is about where I want to split the clip again. So I'll hit X, confirm split, and now the clip, all that dead space in the middle is right here. And I can actually hit square, and it'll ask me if I want to delete that part of the clip, and I'll say confirm. So now you can see
He gone.
the two kills are like back to back, right? So it takes out the dead space. It's the action. It's the stuff that people really want to see. And really, when you go back, because most of these videos are for yourself, when you want to go back and kind of relive the battles you've won or lost or whatever. Some of my videos are glorious victories, and some of them are big time fails for me. You can see in my siege videos, a lot of my stuff were fails, and to me it's just fun. I like playing video games. It gets me away from the real world. But here we go. So the last. Now I've killed that guy, right? So I kind of need to split it again because there's some dead space here. So I'll do the same thing. Confirm split. Let me find out where this predator was. I see him. My team's got him marked, and I kill him again right there, right? So I don't really need to split that, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of how it was there. And if I decide I don't really want it, then I could just leave it, and it'll just transition, real smooth and seamless. So I'll show you that real quick.
Dude, really?
I couldn't believe. See there, I can see him. My teammate spots him. I think he's gonna come over here and get the guy, but he doesn't. That's what I was really kind of was hoping was gonna happen. But the guy runs. I shoot him in the back. He's dead. So as you can see, my transition was a little bit off there. I didn't really get to see the full kill. What we can do there, instead of delete, we'll go back in and trim the clip. And the end of that clip, I'll just extend it a little bit of time, right? So there's the extension. Let's go back and look and see what that looks like now. Okay. Now you can see the whole kill.
Really?
And then it goes into the transition and into the outro. So that's how you kind of split, trim, delete clips. So now we'll look at that whole little sequence as I've got it going, right? Here we
Dude,
go.
really?
Here we go. Still looking for him. See, some of this is dead space, but you guys need to see kind of what I'm talking about. Alright.
Really?
I think the clip is good to go. Now, the next thing I want to do is I need to make a transition right here. So to add transitions between clips, as you're going, you can see this is a transition, the two little arrows pointing at each other. And that's just the Ghost Recon like transition thing that I've got. So I'll show you how to do that. So I go to the very last few seconds of the end of the clip before, right? And at this point, I'll hit X for where the plus sign is. And I want to add transition. The top three are for Ghost Recon. They're all pretty cool. I can hit R2 to give you just a quick preview of what each one of them looks like. I like this one at the end. I like that the skull's in the background there. It's the one I typically use. So now you can see the transitions in there, and I'll show you kind of what that looks like. It just looks so seamless as it transitions into the next one. I think it looks very professional, and you can see it here. Okay, so that's it for the clips, right? So now I want to talk about the sound. You can hear me talking in some of the, I'm like, come on, really? Like, in some of these clips, sometimes there's good content, sometimes there's just me talking shit or other people, you know, saying words that I don't really want anybody else to hear. I typically don't play with people if they're, you know, racist or bigots. They get deleted pretty quick off my my account, and I just won't play with them. There's quite a few Wildlands guys out there that I've deleted just simply because they're jerks, and I don't have time for that in my life. But here we go. Let's do some sound editing. All right. So we'll use this bigger clip right here. So hit square again. Edit music. Now I have a ton of music downloaded to this PlayStation, and you can get on YouTube. There's a free music library on YouTube, and you just have to use a thumb drive. Maybe I'll do another video on how to do that. But I've basically downloaded a whole bunch of music that I really like. You know, I'll give you some ideas. You know, I've got some rock, I got some hip hop on here, and it's just free music that you can use, and there's no copyright infractions. Like, I love this one because anybody knows me, I'm kind of a metalhead, but I like guitar. And you can decide what you want. There's tons of different stuff. Okay, so let's do it. I'll use Thor's Hammer here. It's an MP3 that I've downloaded. We'll select it. And you can see the music here, right? Now it's going like way too far out. We have to edit that music and start it where we want it, right? So again, the little wrench in the down right, once you're in here, you have your cursor on the music, and I hit square, and I want to trim music. It's similar to trimming the video, but as you can see, as I trim it, it brings it back to where the video is, and now you can see the orange line at the bottom. And I'm going to take it to the end of the clip, right? Confirm. What I really want is for this one to start somewhere else, so I need to move it, and you can move it by just doing that. And I want it to start right at the very beginning of the clip. If you can see, you know, where the transition is, which is right there. Okay. Confirm. Next thing we need to know, we'll trim the clip again. We'll actually add some to it, and you can see the orange line. We'll take it to the very edge, and you can kind of see it where it fades out on the blue line down there. Hopefully that comes out in the video here, but you kind of want it to fade out, and I'm going to hit that. Do some other things. You can fade it in, fade it out, however long you want the fade in. We'll do just a couple of seconds here at the beginning. We'll do the fade out. I'll do 2.5 seconds there. So now the music's there. Let's look and see what that did. And you can hear the nice little fade out there into the transition. So there's an idea of how you can do the music. Now, you could also hear me still talking in the background. So how do you mute that? Well, that's pretty easy also. You come in, hit square. Over here is clip volume. You can actually just hit the left stick, take it all the way down, and now that clip is muted, and all you have is the music in the background. So pretty cool little function in case somebody said something, or you know, you just never know what's going on in the background, who you're playing with, and you know, if you get a good clip and somebody says something dumb, then you kind of want to do that and put some music in, right? Um, okay, what's next? What else do you guys want to know here? You can pan and zoom. There's times you want to show like Ubisoft something and you send them in a clip. I had a guy glitch. We were out in Desert Outpost and he was down. The medic drone comes in, picks him up, and basically he glitched and it revived him, but he was slithering around on the ground still like lying down, and I had to shoot him. So I zoomed in because I thought it was pretty crazy. Violence and I were getting a pretty good laugh at that when it happened. But like say you get a really good headshot and you want to zoom into it, it's a pretty good little function. So uh, there's the music, the sound, the trimming, all that kind of stuff, right? And pretty much from here, you guys can go in and play with this and really make your videos really nice, look professional looking, and you can come back, show friends and family. That's pretty much my views right now is friends and family and the guys that I play with, because they like to see. Sometimes I get good clips of them making clutches also. If you check out my pistols video, pistols only video, you see Chubbs at the end of that one, just basically wiping out the rest of the team. Our boy SOCOM and Lunix were on the other team, and you know, anytime we come up against them in casual, we basically, now it's go time. It's pistols only. We kick the other players that are on our team if we don't have full squads, and go hard. So check that video out. It's pretty fun. But that's it. It gives you a really good idea of how to do this thing. All the transitions in there. If you want to change a transition, I guess we can show that. You can go into edit. You can replace it. You can set the volume of it, delete it, whatever you want. So if you don't like the transition you decided on, you can go in and change it, and then it'll be just a little bit different, right? So that's it. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you like what I did. I'm gonna start trying to do some more how-to videos on you know, just different things with YouTube, with just everything. Our gameplay. Lizard Squad, you know, won the championship here for season 2 in the Pro League. We did some strategies that in that championship game. That's the next thing Woxic and I are going to work on, is you know, using that video and showing you guys kind of what we were thinking and how that all kind of played out, and how we really adjusted to the other team and what they were doing to, you know, use their camping against them. So look out for that. Check out my other videos. Check out the other guys on Lizard Squad. Hope to see you out there. Let me know if you like this. We're always up for having people come in and play with us. If you like our videos, like what we're doing, it's a fun group of guys to play with. We're always having viewers come in and play. Hit us up. And thanks for watching my video.